starting tonight, session 29. Getting up there in the numbers, almost at the magic 30. So, as we get started, you all have just finished a crazy combat with some undead, saw a really intimidating and creepy, bizarre individual by the name of Inquisitor Merrick the Relentless. There is damages to be fixed and probably some dead to be buried. Unfortunately, some of your fellow members of Task Force Honor who had died were reanimated and are now undead and shuffling somewhere around Lumen. I'm sure you will not possibly run into them again in the future. But as we come into tonight's session, the gentle blue glow of the warded dome that envelops the lighthouse and its surrounding grounds tints everything beneath it an eerie hue. The undead and dead in the courtyard lay crumpled between sandbags and barricades, and the puddles of blood look black under the light. With combat finally over, Merrick gone, and few undead ambling around outside the ward, the lighthouse finally has a moment of peace, but work is far from over. Lead Abjurer Elias Osman and two of his fellow Marat Society mages slowly pace the perimeter, testing the wards. Civilians huddle inside the lighthouse as Task Force Honor sets up camp in front. The lighthouse is living up to its name, a beacon of hope in the darkness. The two-story building, plus a center tower, has a main hall and two wings, a currently cold forge in the front right, and sewer grates covering the small river that runs in front of the building. The interior is full of worn but cared for rugs, dark wood, and stone. The first floor consists of the entry hall, with the library and common room in the left wing, and the dining hall and kitchen in the right. Citizens of Lumen crowd the second floor, which used to be the dormitory for the volunteers stationed in Lumen. Now even the hallway is packed with cots and bedrolls, and one of the largest rooms has been converted into an infirmary. As you settle in to rest and recover, there is constant commotion over the next few days as the lighthouse fortifies its defenses. The forge is being used to repair weapons and create crude shields and spears. Wounds are being treated, scared kids comforted, and plans made. Other than having your own downtime, what is the damned doing during this time? And before we jump into that, everyone is leveled up to level 5, so we might just go around and say, if you want to say what you took. If not, you could just give your new hit points and generally what happened with your level up. So we'll go around, start Xanthi. On the spot.
I apparently took Prodigy.
Okay.
Was that level 5? It's been a while.
I think that was level 4, right?
Oh dang. Level 5? We didn't.
I think level 5 you just get spells.
Right? Okay. Cool.
That makes
more sense.
You get a 3rd level spell slot.
I got Revivify. So
there you go. The important thing. You saw it being happening, and you said, "I need that."
That was the goal. I was like, let's run to being able to bring people back. Cool. Although we need diamonds, so see about that.
And what's your new hit points?
My hit points, a tanky 43.
Nice. All right. Next, Teddy.
Yeah, Teddy is in a similar boat where there's no new special features, but he does have 3rd level spell slots. Yay! He also took Revivify as one of his prepared spells, because if Xanthi goes down, then that's not good.
There you go.
Some other stuff, he actually did get some new spells from being a Spores Druid. I don't know if I want to share them just yet or see when they come up organically.
Cool.
He is rocking with a perfectly average 38 hit points.
Very nice. All right, next, Marigold.
So Marigold also gets access to 3rd level spells this level up. And I'm not going to share what they are. They're secret.
Secret spells everywhere.
Secret. That's the only new thing I get, and now I have a very nice 37 hit points.
All right. That con for being a sorcerer is really coming through for you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. And then Hayes.
Hi. I get access to level 2 spells and extra attack.
Extra attack, hell yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm excited about that one. 57 hit points and an AC of 19.
Yeah. Go stand out there and get hit.
I will! Thanks!
Yeah. Cool. All right. So, yeah, that is what's happening. Technically, the level up is going to be happening over the long rest, but you can use any of those new spells you may have learned during the long rest. Just know that that spell slot will not come back at the end of the long rest. So if you use it, you're starting our next segment with 1 down, but it might be worth it. So as we kind of get into everything that's going on, as I said, there's a lot of moving parts happening in the lighthouse right now. There's this dome over top of it that's keeping the undead out, that is being powered or cast by the Marut Society, which currently it seems the group of Marut Society mages here is very small, and it is being headed up by Hayes' dad, Elias Osman. You see that there's a couple of Lumen volunteers that were, around the lighthouse when things went down. But most of the bulk of the kind of people that are here right now to help is Task Force Honor. That's most of the people who are capable of defending. And yeah, there are a lot of civilians in here, as we kind of covered right at the end, which will kind of wrap into what this is. Marigold, you were looking to see if, I believe, your dad was here.
Oh yeah, I thought I did that at the end.
Yeah, so we're saying like that is also being part of this.
Yes.
Yeah, you looked around, and we'll say, as this hall, it's kind of a wibbly wobbly, timey situation of 3 days. You aren't able to find him. He is not here. Hayes, your dad is here, but your sister is missing, and you know that your mom is not here as well. I believe that covers it for everyone who has family in the current vicinity. But yeah, talk to me. What's whoever wants to go first? Any downtime activities that you all are doing as you're resting up? Don't all speak at once.
Okay, I'll go.
Is Meg, were you talking? I didn't hear your...
I forgot I was muted because I was shaking my bottle of Advil, so Sarah, go for it.
Okay.
Well, I want to make some holy water.
Okay.
So
yes,
I will do my little hour-long ritual to do that, and get a little flask of holy water.
Awesome. So yeah, take that cost out. We'll say you're able to find the components, because this is a little bit stocked. It is a kind of volunteer base, so they do have some of the things that you would kind of need, especially in such a place that may perhaps like to have some holy water hanging about, such as Lumen. So yeah, we'll say you kind of spend some time crafting that. You're doing a little cauldron situation in your tent, or right outside the front of your tent, as you all are kind of have all the task force has their tents out in the front. where you all had recently just fought all the undead. So yeah, good to know. You have a flask of holy water.
Awesome. And I think she probably if there's like not like urgent need from, I don't actually remember if any of our party members are like badly injured.
I think you were badly injured. I think you were downed, and then someone came and got you back.
But we leveled up, so I'm magically
Well, the leveling up is happening over the span of 3 days.
Okay,
but I'd say, so don't necessarily worry about.
Off to the library / common room to
go limp and look for books.
Spot to like try and find a good book and nurse my wounds, I suppose.
Okay, yeah, you can limp on off to the library. If you're going to be looking for books, give me an investigation check. First roll back. Looking for books.
Come on. Hey, 15. Investigation +5 for a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Tell me to find a book.
Yeah, I know. I was like, tell you to go find a book. Tell Teddy to heal. It's automatically going to be 20s all around. Okay. Yeah. Xanthi, you spend some time making this holy water, kind of interacting with some of the other members of the task force, your own party. But over the course of 3 days, you kind of spend quite a bit of time in this library, which is a pretty decent-sized library. It's the entire left half of the wing of this building. Floor to ceiling books, lots of old scrolls stuffed in places. You're finding maps, a lot of things that are dated back pretty far. And honestly, a lot of books that you see a couple copies of stuff from Alondra Runetrapper, your girly. You see some other books that are banned. But a lot of these, it seems Lumen is far enough out, and quite a bit of people here have an academic interest that they've just conveniently ignored some of the fact that these books should be banned. And late one night, during this 3 days, we'll say, you are looking through, and you find kind of tucked back behind a book, flat against the wall, someone had put the book back in it. It's a thin book. It kind of slipped behind kind of an old leather-bound journal, pretty brittle. When you take this book out, you start flipping through it. You do speak Elvish, right? You are half elf. So just checking that your parents taught you their language. You see that this book is in kind of ancient Elvish, so it is going to take you a little bit to read and get through it. But what you can see is it is a journal about planar binding. The 20 was the DC you had to hit to find this. It's a book about planar binding, and it is signed by Zalan Sarosara, 710 Aeon of Mortals. This is a very old book. This is from over 650 years ago. This is from when the city of Ioneus was ruling. I will put that little description for right now in the general chat.
Cool.
But yeah, you find this very old, it looks like a personal notebook. Someone's spells, testing out spells. Almost like how someone would try to be solving a mathematic proof, and they're just going over and crossing things out. It's someone attempting to create this spell about planar binding. whatever that means.
We all know Xanthi's keeping this, right? It's not going back on the shelf.
Yeah, no. Add that to your list of books.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. And then I'd say the rest of you see, as this long rest goes on, Xanthi deeply engrossed in this thin journal, like old, cracked journal. Yellow pages and all. So yeah, anything else Xanthi is doing? Again, you could always chime in as we go along, but for personal goals.
Maybe just a little, like, trying to kind of do a little investigating as to, like, because she knows that there should be, like, wards and things like that around, like, the town, like, that should have kept some of this shenanigans out.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, like, she would maybe be doing a little asking around, a little investigating to see, like, if there's any, like, talk or
Okay.
theories on why.
Yeah, I'd say either that's going to be, let's see, what do I want that to be? Maybe investigation or arcana.
I know what I would like it to be, but you could tell me.
Marigold would definitely help Xanthi do this.
Okay.
If she's not keeping it a secret.
Yeah. Also, if there's, like, I know, like, Hayes is probably talking to their dad, but if, like, there's other mages there that are, like, maybe, like, if we could be, like, nosy and see if they're saying anything.
Okay.
Be a little.
Yeah, I'd say that's an investigation check. Either you both can roll, or one of you can, Marigold can help.
I'm happy to give Xanthi advantage.
All right.
On this.
We're only rolling investigation this session. That's it. Can't do anything but investigate.
Okay, the first one was only a 9 plus 5.
Okay, 14.
Second one is a 15 plus 5.
Another 20. All right. So yeah, I'd say as you're talking in passing about the wards, and I believe both of you are actually proficient in Arcana, right? Marigold and Xanthi. So it makes sense. You two are kind of bouncing ideas off each other of, like, this ward that's kind of more like a force field almost. It's a very aggressive ward. You can all feel the oppressive, especially those of you tuned into magic. It feels kind of oppressive being under it, which means there's a lot of magic being pumped into it to keep whatever out, and it shouldn't need that much. So you start kind of bouncing ideas off each other and end up going to kind of search around. And as you ask around, you see that there are only 2 Marat Society mages here besides Elias. It's one of the younger guys who was helping during the combat, and then another one that all 3 of them seem to be sticking pretty close to Elias. At a certain point, you do manage to ask, a couple of maybe the other volunteers, the Lumen volunteers that were stationed here, but they all kind of point you in the direction of Elias. As he is the lead of juror, his whole thing is wards, and so they're like, if there's anyone to ask, it would be him. So I'd say if you all want to talk to him, we might have you all come in a moment after Hayes is probably talking with their dad. Then we'll have more people there, because I'm sure that is on Hayes' to-do list, possibly. So, but just maybe. But yeah, that is kind of, with that role, you're pretty certain that don't waste your time really trying to, talk to other people. It's going to be the main man, Elias. So yeah. Anyone I guess we'll kind of, unless you have anything else, Anthony, I might jump over to maybe Marigold because you were just in that, or if you're doing anything during this downtime.
Are we just covering like general stuff, or is there an order to how we're doing things? I guess is what I'm asking.
No real order. Kind of just generally going. That's why I was like, people can jump in as they see other people doing things and being like, oh yeah, like I would actually be down to be doing that too. Because we're covering several days. I don't want to be like, and on day 1, we all did this, and we got 8 hours of sleep, and it was amazing.
Yay!
I mean, that would be pretty amazing. I take it.
I mean, really. Marigold doesn't have a lot that she's up to during this downtime. Like, she knows her dad isn't here.
Mm-hmm.
She helps Xanthi investigate the wards. And is going to be there for that conversation with Elias. And outside of that, I think she's been thinking about her dad and trying to keep, I guess, up with whatever, like, is very much tuning into whatever planning is going on, to see if there is any plans related to and now I forget the university. Is that the name of it?
The campus, yeah.
The campus, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hearing about if they're or listening in for any rescue missions or plans to go to the campus, so that way she can get their group signed up for that.
Yep.
And involved with that. And she's also, she's looking at, her supplies and is trying to strengthen and work on her magic. And I think as part of that process, she's going to talk to Xanthi and Teddy. And she has some questions for them if we want to jump into that.
Yeah, right before we jump into that, we'll say, as you're kind of looking around, trying to see if there's any rescue missions, everyone will have seen Honor coming around and telling that for now they're going to be fortifying the lighthouse. Need some place to send civilians as you rescue them. You can't just send them running off into the woods because these woods are dangerous and currently crawling with undead. So the plan is for the next 3 days, as people recover, going to be there are going to be perimeter patrols. So staying within the kind of ward, but if anyone wants to stand watch essentially and look out for undead to spot, or maybe civilians who have heard word that the lighthouse is somewhere safe to go, there's more like internal activities. So there's some standing watch you could do. There's a lot of like prep with the forge, people making these really crude weapons, filling sandbags, setting up barricades. There's some people doing shifts at the infirmary. These are all essentially things that if you succeed at, could help boost your reputation as well. Things you could do during downtime. But as for actual missions going outside the ward, it seems like that will be something that will happen at the end of our long rest sequence.
Alrighty.
So.
Sounds good. Marigold will probably hop in on a reputation building task because there's not much else to do, but sandbags and healing, those sound like
and
two things
perception. There's checking the surroundings. How good are you at perceiving? You got some good dark vision.
She'll try the perceiving.
Yeah.
One. That sounds the best suited for her.
Okay, yeah. So as you are going to be kind of patrolling the perimeter, as I said, for civilians and or like a massive undead that would be trying to get through, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm not proficient in perception, but it's okay because I rolled a 2. For a 4.
For a 4.
Total. I could see into the darkness, but am I seeing?
And are you seeing?
Am I looking? Am
looking?
I perceiving?
Yeah. We'll say one of these nights, perhaps. It's hard to tell in Lumen. Lumen is, as both you and Hayes know, when it's summer and it's fully encased in leaves, it is hard to tell between night and day. It's just, is one light blue and the other dark blue? And now you have this dome over you. It kind of filters everything even more. But at some later hour of the night, most likely, perhaps that's why you were not looking so attentively. You are walking the perimeter, and you hear kind of rustling off in the distance, maybe 40 yards. I love that D&D is like the only time I use like metric. Like 40 yards off, 70 feet away from you. And as you turn and look, you see several skeletons start to amble their way towards the ward, and they see you because you were not really paying attention enough and getting out of the way, and they come up to the ward. What are you doing as they're just kind of shuffling towards you?
I don't have a lot of confidence in this ward.
Wow, you don't have confidence in Elias?
No, I do not. So I'm definitely going to back up from the skeletons. Maybe try to move away to de-escalate the situation. Yeah. And if I feel like I need to sling some cantrips at them, I will. But at the moment, I'm just gonna...
Do you want to try to hide, like get away and like hide, get out of their line of sight?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
All right, give me that stealth check. Stealth away from some skeletons.
Let's try that.
Yeah.
Let me just get my modifier, which is gonna make such a big difference. I'm sure of it. I think that's a 9.
A 9. Yeah. Skeletons, infamously not that perceptive. However, I do believe they have a base of 10. So they still are. You like walk back, you like trip and fall on the ground, and for a second they like lose sight of you, and then they're like, and they look down and they see you on the ground. But as they come towards the barrier, it does hold. Doesn't destroy them or anything on touch, but they kind of just like bounce off of it, and you are able to kind of scurry away and out of their sight, and eventually they seem to lose interest. I will say, give me a insight check. Insight or... Yeah, no, this would be insight. Insight check these skellies.
Oh my god. Yay,
I'm giving you a chance to roll. I'm giving you a chance to roll above a 10.
16.
16. There you go.
Ooh, yeah.
So, unlike the attack on the lighthouse, where the undead seem to be very obviously being controlled by someone, Merrick, these skeletons seem to be your like run-of-the-mill undead that just kind of have very little processing. They just see something, they attack, it moves out of their sight, they move on. So that is something that you note. Doesn't seem perhaps that all the undead are under control, or perhaps it takes effort to bring them under control. So you did learn something from your failed perception check.
That's good. I love that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Probably didn't help our reputation. I'm sorry.
You didn't help it, but you know what?
Tried.
It wasn't a nat 1. They didn't break through, so we're starting things off easy, you know. All right. Anything else that Marigold is doing, or we'll jump to the conversation with Teddy and Xanthi?
I will say the group had good ideas. And Marigold would also be helping. We don't have to like roll for it because I already did my roll, but Marigold would probably help keep the children entertained. Hopefully much better than the not one she rolled the last time she tried to do that. But yeah,
you learned,
probably something like that.
Yeah.
Probably would help actually cooking because she's good at cooking.
Yeah,
would probably also help in the kitchen.
Absolutely. There's no cooking roll, is there? Was that like nature? I don't know. Just occurred to me. Medicine.
Performance.
Food is medicine.
No. I think maybe
just have it be like a
performance.
wisdom thing.
No,
I do have good performance.
No, we'll say that you are able to
survival.
I mean, yeah.
Kind of.
We'll say you're able to cook. You're cooking some like camp stew, real simple stuff. Making some bread and some stew, just things to keep people full.
Yeah, really.
But yeah, all right. So then with that, we'll say Xanthi's probably engrossed in her new journal. Not sure what Teddy's up to, but I'd say you're able to find both of them nearby, probably in the tent. If you want to have your little moment.
Okay. So I was wondering, because I know that you two can do healing spells, and I was just wondering how you do that with your magic. Especially because, well, Xanthi, your goddess isn't, she's the goddess of magic? Is that like, I don't know how it works.
Well, generally with my magic, it's not super complicated. I just think about what I want to have happen, and it happens.
Okay. I guess I could try that.
Yeah, just want something a lot.
Okay. Teddy, what about you? What do you do?
Well, with Druidcraft, Zalira always taught me about the cyclical nature of things. Things are born and they grow and then they die, and that fertilizes the ground for something else to be birthed and to grow and die, and so on and so forth. When I do my healing magic, I'm just sort of accelerating that. The healing bit that comes naturally to bodies like ours. There's quite a lot of fascinating science behind it that I won't bore you with because that's less the point. But effectively, the way that our bodies work, they will fix themselves on their own, and I just am able to kickstart it and allow it to happen quicker. When you're pruning the rose bushes at our house, you know how it will leak sap for a moment, and over time will scab over and heal itself up. It's like that. I'm just encouraging it along a little quicker, using what's already there to get the result that I want.
Okay, I think I'll try those things. Thank you. And Marigold is at other points in this long rest period. She's going to take some time to herself, and I think she thinks about what Teddy said with like the cycle of life and the pruning and that like process of something dying and then bringing life to something new, and then also just really internally like wanting to be able to do some healing. And I think like during this process, she does like feel something with her magic, and with her detect thoughts, she's able to like sense the presence of like nearby creatures. This isn't her like actually casting the spell. This is flavor. She's like, she senses some.
She becomes one with nature.
Goes on with nature. She like senses like maybe the rats that are crawling around the lighthouse, and like senses the life force that is inside of them, and feels how her magic can connect to that. And that's all I'm gonna say for her.
That is just the scene.
Expanding on her magic.
That's just the scene with Hama from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
Just in the
she's
prison,
doing some
just
Hama
like
type stuff.
sense the water within.
Yes. And I think I will leave it at that for some surprises later down the road.
Cool. Right, yeah. Cool. So, Marigold gets some advice from the full casters and the other full casters in the party. We got a lot of full casters here. Only occurred to me today. Party full.
Oh, I do have a question. Since I'm long resting, am I still getting those dreams that I have every night about like falling into the void and the person being like or seeing someone right before I wake up?
Yes.
Ooh, that's fun.
A little bit less frequent. It doesn't feel like it's all night every night.
Okay.
But cool. We'll jump to Teddy. What have you been doing before and during and after the little Marigold conversation?
I love I think he has been working on cultivating the spores of the forget-me-nots. He collected a little jar of spores, mostly for preservation's sake.
Sure, Teddy.
He felt bad. No, I watched that part back, and I even then said not to like use it against people, but purely, But in the last little bit, maybe he's feeling differently about that. But I think he is like using whatever like residual spore. I mean, he gets his spore thing back every short rest.
You'd be able to have plenty of short rests during this long rest.
Yeah, so I think that he is like, looking at, there's a lot of other fungus in Lumen, so kind of like looking at like what they seem to be drawn to, providing like little bits of dead wood in here for it to kind of like begin to like latch onto and whatever. And I think that that's something that he does far away from everyone else, just in case there's a explosion of spores and
don't
repeat.
That would be awful. That's the entire lighthouse living the deaths of their everyone's dead. Everyone's gone.
Yeah, that would not be so good. So I think he has been working on that. I think he's also spending a lot of time with the healers, offering any medical assistance that he can to the people.
Well, you know what that's gonna entail. Handy dandy medicine roll.
Yippee!
Paging Dr. Teddy.
Paging Dr. Teddy. An 18.
Shocking. A shocking 18. That's kind of low for you, Teddy.
I do have a +7 to medicine.
Yeah, it's a little
so
low.
I rolled an 11.
Teddy, describe, I'm sure you're probably up in the infirmary, kind of helping out. But what are you doing to kind of assist?
I think that Zalira, not in like an anti-vaxxer way,
that's a wild sentence start.
is really into like herbal remedies.
Sure.
The idea of like poultices and salves and stuff like that. And obviously the scenery and environment is very different from Travis or Old Haven, so I think that he is trying to learn how to use sort of the plants that are available in Lumen to his benefit, creating like burn soothing gels and whatever.
Yeah.
I think that, like, that's what he's learning in his spare time. He also wants to speak with the healers and also learn how to cast Revivify, should that come to be necessary. And I think spending a lot of time just bandaging wounds or just doing general kind of helping people out who maybe had a rough go of it before we got there. If I may ask, we have seen in Koryn and the mysterious hands from Teddy's visions some like tattoo-like markings. Does anybody here in Lumen happen to have any of those, either in the infirmary area or just Joe Schmo over by the fireplace or whatever? Like, just anyone around seem to have any of these markings?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception. Where's my 20? Oh! 19 plus 4 for 23.
23. Yeah, you're looking not just for tattoos, but these very specific kind of markings, essentially. And as you're going about the place for healing, kind of keeping an eye on everyone's hands, you do not see any from either the volunteers, which you probably would have noticed if they were traveling with you with task force. None of the people, there were also volunteers from Lumen, and none of the people you are helping kind of heal. But we're backtracking a little bit with that medicine check. Let's say, maybe the second day after you've recovered a little bit, you finally got your bearings, you're helping out a bit more. You kind of spend your day into the night helping this young girl, young human girl, maybe 10 or 11. She's kind of burning up, and all of the things you are trying, all the salves, any of the healing that you can do is just not seeming to work. And later in the night, you see that she is kind of crying and complaining about her eyes. And as she has them closed, you can see they're like very puffy and red. And you see what looks to be blood start to leak out of her eyes. And as you go to wipe it, you pull your hand back because you get burned. It is not blood. It is magma that is pooling out of her eyes. She is human. Should not have magma pooling out of her eyes. What's Teddy doing?
I feel like this is definitely planar corruption, but I don't want to cause a big hootin' and hollering about it, because when we are in a limited space with a lot of people, I don't want there to be people freaking out and all that. I think if there is anyone in the infirmary that he's been really spending a lot of time learning from, that he's got some rapport with at this point, I think he would privately go to that person and suggest getting a little quarantined room set up, and move her there so she's less around other people in case of infection. And I think he's definitely going to let his companions know.
Yeah. I'd say
I think he might also flag that to Honor, since we know she's probably in the know about the corruption that happened at the schoolhouse with that unfortunate druid that turned into a tree.
And then Hayes' BFF.
And Shinzo as well.
Wow, friend zone.
Wow,
Hayes' date
by the DM.
Hayes' date to the
Now we know how he feels about them.
Look, I'm friend zoning you so when he's dead, it's not as painful. But yes. We'll say there is, I Can't remember who cast Revivify, honestly, at this point. Which of the
It was
volunteers?
I actually have that in my notes.
I think his name was like
Singe.
Whisk or something. Singe.
Oh no,
Whisk
Singe
died.
was not the Singe was the one that died. I think Whisk was the one that revived.
Whisk, who was part of Braggic's squad.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we'll say Whisk, who is a cleric, kind of this lanky air genasi, has super cool cloud tattoos all over them, white hair, has been the one kind of leading the infirmary, kind of came in and became like head cleric, so to speak. And that's who, I'd say probably both you and Xanthi took a little Revivify 101 lesson from during the time, as you saw it live in action. And yeah, you're able to go to them and get this this young girl kind of quarantined and spread the, maybe not spread the news, inform Whisk and Honor that there could be an outbreak of, or the start of perhaps some planar corruption, which is definitely what you need in an enclosed bubble where undead is on the outside and planar corruption is on the inside. So there's that.
Oh boy!
Are you raising your hand or are you Ace?
What else? What else?
Just speak.
What else could this be?
I don't know. I need the little like
Stretching.
teams, the little teams like notification. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Ace?
You said that Teddy used his hand to wipe her tears.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because he did
Teddy?
not know it was magma. It looked like blood, which...
Teddy's gonna die.
Teddy, did you wear gloves? Are you practicing proper...
I would hope so.
Okay, yeah, we can
If
say you're
nothing
wearing
else-
some like leather gloves or something. I don't
was
know if
gonna
they
say,
really
like-
have, you know.
If nothing else, I imagine he has some kind of like bacteria-killing gel, hand sanitizer,
Yes.
but made out of
we
plants.
haven't made plastic gloves, but latex gloves, but hand sanitizer has been created.
Yeah.
We
he's
have
really-
tablets.
But not
No, like,
no.
Yeah.
No, rubber doesn't exist in this world.
planar corruption's worst enemy, hand sanitizer.
I don't know.
Just wash your hands.
Look, that's what we thought would have fixed COVID, all right? But it's difficult, all right? Difficult for people.
I guess so.
I also, a lot of stuff, we've had some caster chat, but I think that Teddy is also going to track down Hayes, and then Marigold also at some point. And just kind of do a little, like, check-in, like, hey, your family is here? How's it go? Like, you know, just kind of like, I think that, like, they're besties, the Fungal Fae Roomies squad.
Yeah, I'm okay, I think. I mean, I don't know. It's nice seeing him. But yeah, just not the way I thought it would be coming home. I'm worried about my sister out there. I don't know about how long my mom's been gone, if she's due to come back soon, if she knows not to come back soon, if she just left. And it's, yeah, kind of scary not knowing, you know?
I understand.
Yeah.
I know that you're very good at putting on a brave face. And I'm sure that a lot of the people here from Lumen are relieved to have us here and taking over the situation, but we've got your back, and if you need time or space or anything, you can always ask.
Okay.
He'll give them a hug.
Oh. How'd you figure out that this is a face?
If it was me, I would be a total wreck, and I know you've got a big heart and care a lot about this place and your people, so.
Yeah.
That's not to
Also
say you're
kind of-
not incredibly brave also.
Thank you. Kind of worried about my dad too. I know that there's a lot expected of him right now. And brave face thing is something I get from him. Just hope that he's getting rest. How are you doing?
I don't want to say fine, because this is an awful situation all around. I feel like there's been so much over such a small period of time. I feel at the point where I can't really think too hard about it, or else I will freeze up. So I'm just letting things happen and managing them as they come, I suppose. I don't know. It helps to have people to watch out for and to help.
Definitely. Same. You have me, the others. I'm glad I have y'all.
I feel the same. They'll eat lunch together, I'm sure.
Lunch!
Yay! Lunch
It's stew
buddies.
for the third time in a row.
Wow, this one is
boy.
extra good.
This stew has some extra carrots in it. It's like that. You keep the stew heated, you just add extra things.
Perpetual stew!
Perpetual stew is the current vibe.
Oh, it is so... That broth, oh, I bet is so good. So rich.
Full of mushrooms,
Not to,
you know?
not to soup out on you.
S'more soup.
And I think Teddy's also at some point going to have a very similar conversation with Marigold, where at some point he will find her and just kind of say, you've been doing a lot of really good work around here. I've seen a lot of the kids seem to have taken a liking to you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm glad that I'm glad that we're not having a repeat of the last time I tried to cheer people up. But I think Xanthi's words then, I think it's really helped make it easier.
I'm glad. How have you been feeling? I'm sorry that your father wasn't here when we arrived. I'm certain that we'll be able to get word on him and others soon. Hi, Nuz.
She decides this moment to come in. At least she didn't bring a live bug with
Well,
her.
that's, a positive.
Something she's been doing. Come here, little girl.
Aww.
As Marigold reaches down and picks up an alley cat from Lumen.
A young tabaxi.
Yeah. Tabaxi kid. A tabaxi kit? Or would they be called like kits?
Sure.
Oh. But, okay. Now I have to remember the question that you just asked because I got cat tracked.
How are you doing?
Sorry your dad's not
Oh,
here.
yeah.
We're gonna find him at some point, I'm sure of it. How are you holding up, TLDR?
Oh, I mean, I'm doing all right. I'm practicing the healing advice, and I think I'm getting somewhere with it. Haven't really tried anything yet, but I'm feeling good about it. And well, I wish that my dad was here, but it makes sense that he would be at the campus, and I think that we'll find him and he'll be fine.
based on what I know about you and your mother, he's almost certainly competent and can carry himself well, so I have no doubt in my mind that he's faring all right.
Marigold, I think, just nods. Nods in agreement.
I think he'll kind of like give it another minute to see if Marigold feels the need to speak about anything else. And if not, we'll just kind of leave her to her business.
Okay. I don't think Marigold says much else, at least pertaining to the conversation they just had.
Sure.
Yeah.
Rad.
Maybe at this point, though, actually, it might be a good idea, especially since Teddy complimented her everything that she's been doing. Maybe she'll bring up the skeletons and start a conversation about what she observed when she was on the perimeter.
When she was doing a really good job.
Well, maybe she leaves out the parts where she wasn't doing a good job.
Mm-hmm.
Just mentions that she noticed some skeletons and observed that they behaved like run-of-the-mill skeletons and not like they were being controlled by anything malicious.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Anything else, Teddy?
The other thing that I have on my list of things to do is to chat with Honor and the higher-up volunteers, but I'm sure that will happen collectively as a group, so we can
There'll be a Teams call. You'll be invited.
Yes, my business queen!
She's made a slide deck and everything, alright? It's just gonna be Bragic holding, like, pieces of paper and just, like, moving them.
That's so funny.
Speaking of Bragic, we'll say one of the kind of nights as things are winding down, a lot of the task force, either spends time around their own little campfires outside or within the dining hall area. And Teddy, you and Xanthi have been spending a lot of time with Whisk, who's part of Humanless, which is Bragic's little squad. So you've gotten to know kind of the other people in his squad as well. There's Raph, a half-elf ranger, and Arazar, a half-orc fighter. All of them not human, the name stands. But one of the nights, Bragic kind of sees you all as you're walking about, doing whatever. He's like, hey, come on over, we're all having a little bit of a drink. Something I don't tell Honor. And he, like, does a play look around. Honor's, like, right over there, and she, like, looks over because she hears her name and then ignores him and keeps doing something. So it is not, it's not like, she's like, whatever, Bragic, do what you're doing. He kind of, like, ushers you all over to the table where him, and his squad is, and you see there's a couple of other members of the kind of senior volunteers. It seems that they all have been having a few drinks and kind of hanging out, just passing the time. You'll head on
They
over.
think we're cool. They like us.
So yeah, Braga kind of puts out 4 glasses. Got, what do you call them? Tankards, essentially, and kind of pours around for everyone, and kind of slides it to you 3, or 4. Yeah, slides it to you 4. I can't count, apparently. I was like, well, here's to kicking some undead ass and hopefully getting out of here alive.
Cheers to that.
And throws it back.
Teddy will have a little sip.
He
is a lightweight and does not want to embarrass himself in front of the cool older volunteers.
It's like not wanting to embarrass yourself against like your older brother's friends. Be like, no.
Yeah.
Does anyone else take a little sip or a regular sip?
Xanthi, like, is
Yeah.
gonna talk back. She's
Marigold would probably not just toss it back, but would drink it all.
Okay. Xanthi,
Probably at a somewhat slower speed.
I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Is it based off of the quickness of the drinking?
No, it's based off what Xanthi did to Bragic.
Oh!
She did also clean him off of Ankeg.
She did,
let
yeah.
the record show.
Yeah, but does that really cancel out?
got it. I rolled a 10 plus 3 for 13.
13. Okay. Yeah, so you all cheers, take a sip back. The rest of you, it is essentially like some cider mixed with fireball vibes. So it's a little spicy cider. But it's not super strong. Xanthi, you like start tossing back and you're like, wow, it's spicy. Like, why is everyone else so fine? And you take, let's see, 2 points of fire damage as you start burping flames. And for the next 2 hours, you can only speak Infernal. As
Can she just speak, not understand?
she can't understand it. No, just
Okay.
speak Infernal.
Oh my
It
god.
sounds like gibberish to her.
Yeah, you're like, I know what I'm trying to say, but this is not going to help you learn Infernal. Yeah, and as you're like belching fire, Braga kind of just laughs and raises his glass. He's like, we're even.
Fair.
I think inside of himself, Teddy laughs at this also.
A good sport. Like, she will laugh between belches.
Yeah.
She'll like nod, be like, that's fair.
As you're saying, like, that's fair, it's in Infernal, and you see Braga kind of like cringes and he's like, your accent, it's so bad. Maybe don't pick up Infernal as your next language. You got like, I just imagine Xanthi's got like a Valley Girl accent for Infernal.
Yes.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so Xanthi, for one evening, you're just, you're a little fire hazard, and you gotta stay clear of the tent until you're done burping flames.
That's kudos to him, really, honestly.
Only took us not playing for 6 months, so it really felt like a surprise, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, well, I think that's a lot of people other than Hayes, so... Hayes.
Hi.
Other than the few
Hi.
conversations you've had with some, well, I guess just Teddy. You probably also talked with Xanthi at some point. You're all sleeping in the same tent when Xanthi's not trying to set it on fire. What's Hayes been doing during this downtime? I feel like I know.
If there's... Oh, I wonder what it could be. Yeah. Gonna try to find some small sliver of time where your dad's not working as much and try to talk to him a little privately.
Yeah, I'd say there's kind of one early morning where you see you get up, you see kind of the low fog that is very common around Lumen in the mornings. As you look out, it is quite eerie. As you kind of peek out the tent, it's quite eerie with the blue glow of this dome. And you see, for once, your dad kind of stepping away from the other two mages as they kind of continue their own walk around the warded dome. And it looks for a moment, if you're quick, you might be able to find some time. We'll say this is probably only like maybe the later in the day, of first day or second day. And we'll say he definitely has kind of stopped in to say hi in between kind of meals and things. Like, he hasn't been ignoring you. It's just every time he tries to get more than like 5 minutes of conversation with you, someone needs his expertise on something related to magic. Such is the life of a Marat Society mage. So, But in this moment, you see he's kind of leaning on his cane, like just almost looks like he's trying to sleep, just like standing up, just taking a moment. You see kind of his ginger hair is streaked with more gray than you remember from the last time you saw him. And his black Mard Society mage uniform is covered in sweat, dirt, and blood. And it looks like he has not slept in several days, which isn't an uncommon look for your dad, but definitely not a good one.
Not a good one. Yeah. I come up to him.
You see, it kind of like starts awake. He was doing a little like lean. He's like, Hayes.
Hi, Dad.
Hi. How are you doing? Oh, you're small. You're normal size again. I thought that might have been just a new thing you were trying out. Is that yours? That spell?
Oh, it was a potion.
Oh, right, of course.
Yeah. No, I don't. Yeah, do you have a little bit to talk? We haven't really gotten to.
Of course, yes. Let's go, maybe behind the forge. Maybe no one will find me there. We could hide, perhaps, for a little bit. And you kind of follow him out behind the forge, where there's a couple of like stumps that are being used for firewood to heat the forge. He kind of like settles in on one.
Non-sentient stumps.
Yeah, non-sentient. Hopefully, well, they're dead now. They could have been, but they're not right now. Yeah, and he kind of settles in to one of them, and kind of pats next to him. There's a wood pile. You don't get a stump, you get the wood pile. You're young and spry. Yeah, you're kind of talking with Elias. You two are hiding behind the forge in the early morning hours to hope that no one can find Elias and need him for anything for like the next 10 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, he gets a stump to sit on. I get a wood pile. It's fine.
It's great.
Yeah. So how are you holding up?
I've definitely been worse. Definitely. I've also been better. This ward takes a lot of energy to maintain, and there's only 3 of us right now, and the other 2 aren't quite able to fully sustain the ward themselves, so I'm having to support a lot of it. So the quicker we can, well, I guess you all can get out there and fight some undead, the safer we'll all be. I don't think I can keep this up for more than a few more days.
Yeah, you're getting rest, right?
I'm currently sitting, yes.
Dad, are you sleeping at all?
What's sleep? No, I actually don't know the last time I got more than a few hours. Everyone keeps waking me up, so if you know a good place to hide so I could take a nap, take you up
This
on
seems
it.
like a pretty good one.
It's cozy. I like
Yeah.
it. Maybe I'll cast invisibility on myself for a bit and hide. That could be a waste of spells.
You can do that?
Of course.
How long have you been able to do that?
I don't know. A lot longer than you've been around, most likely.
Cool. Comforting. I think your dad's not around, but
Yeah, secretly,
Maybe he is.
always there.
yeah. How long ago did Mom leave?
She left right before the about a week before the solstice. She wanted to be in comfort for solstice to start her studies for the summer right when they started. So.
Okay, so she'll be there for a bit.
Probably at least a few months, I would imagine.
Good. Okay. I was worried.
Me too.
If she's... Yeah.
She should have been out of Valmir Forest far before... words are hard right now. Far before things went poorly. So...
That's good. Do you think if she heard what was going on somehow, she would know to stay there? I mean, she's smart, but...
I'm sure. There's... I mean, I don't feel like she would run first into danger just without thinking about it, so...
Yeah. Yes, I know that Castor's there, but you and Nora are here.
Well, and she doesn't
I
know
wouldn't know
you're
what to
here,
do.
so...
She doesn't know I'm here.
It is... Yes. Why is your squad the only first years? Why are you here? I mean, I'm very happy to see you, but perhaps it would have been nicer under different circumstances.
Yeah, definitely. No, I mean, whenever we heard, I couldn't stay away. Had to come. We were able to convince our lieutenant, who I don't know if you've heard was in Castor Squad. So...
Really? Who was it?
Yeah. Lialia.
Oh. I met her once, a very dedicated woman.
She still is.
That doesn't usually go away, so not surprising.
No, I've noticed.
Yes, is your casting shade at your dad.
Hey, I know some spells.
Yeah. Family shade.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, apparently. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why she let us, and she didn't let anyone else. But nobody let anyone else in our year. But I guess she trusts us. I like to think so. I like to think we're capable. I feel like if she didn't fully believe that we could handle it, manage, then she wouldn't have.
I don't think anyone really knew exactly how bad the situation was here, though. I don't think we were able to get out the full message we were intending. It cost quite a few lives to get the message out we did to Old Haven. So.
Yeah, I've heard.
He can tell with your, we heard that you also saw. You did not just hear, you saw.
I also saw. I would like to not remember that it was seen. You.
Some heads go pop.
It's mind blowing what happens.
Yeah.
I've also recently, around my birthday, started telling people about me.
Oh.
And I know, like, I don't know what Mom went through, but I know it wasn't good, but it was a lot better than she said it would be. Like, everyone was so accepting and like chill, but I know that not all of us are that lucky, and I wish that she had been. but
I mean, it only takes having a few people in your corner. So I'm glad. I assume it's your squad that knows.
my squad, our sponsor, a couple friends, our lieutenant.
Oh,
I
for
was
really
not the one
telling
who
people.
originally told her, but
Oh, was it? It was Caster.
It was Caster.
I was like, I didn't tell
No, no.
myself. I was like, who told Lealia? Me, as the DM told me, as
Yeah.
Caster told Lealia. Forgot
Yeah.
we did that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but so I don't know. Thinking I might want to move forward more openly, but I don't know how.
All I can think is like, just a dad being like, "That's a talk for you and your mother." That's girl talk. I don't know anything about that.
I'm just a human.
Yeah. Yeah, Elias essentially does say something to that effect, being like, well, I'm happy to support you, but I don't know where I would start. I mean, I think start with the people close to you, and maybe it'll just ripple out from there. That's usually how information goes anyway.
Yeah. For that reason, I've only told, like, even my squad, I've only told them that I'm the only one. Because I trust them, but I don't trust everyone who could get in their heads. And you never know, so.
No, I think that's smart.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it's still kind of unknown exactly how people are born changelings or doppelgangers, so it's perfectly plausible that you could be the only one.
Yeah. Yeah, I said something about being born during a Feywild marriage, which I think is probably part of it.
I would say it probably worked in your favor, perhaps. Definitely, people born during merges often have differences.
Yeah. As we try to, move out, go towards other parts of Lumen, fortifying it, I definitely want to get to the campus, find Aura. Is there anything that, would help us? Any, potions or weapons or magic items or anything laying around?
I mean, I don't have anything on me. It was kind of a middle of the night situation that got me here, and if there's anything laying around, the volunteers, I mean, this is their I was gonna say habitat. This is their house, so to speak. So this is their domain. I'm just a guest here, so
this is their turf.
Yeah, there would be plenty of things at the campus, though I feel by the time you all make it there, they've probably been used by whoever's there to keep people safe. So, no, fortunately, I think you'll just have to rely on your own magic and weapons.
Great. Easy.
I mean, it got you this far.
It did. Yeah. Just thought I'd ask. Can't hurt.
I mean, you definitely seem much more confident than when you left, so I can see that training's been good to you.
It's been a very long 3 months.
I'm sure.
Yeah. I'm glad to be home now. Even though it's,
Well, there's always something in Lumen, isn't there?
Yeah, for sure. Always. Don't know why I'm surprised.
I did notice, I know I've seen you attempting to catch a few of my moments of free time, and your friends as well seem to be, well, I saw them asking around to the other mages. Seems they're also trying to get my attention. It would make them one of almost everyone here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who isn't?
It's very true. Do you know what they are looking to me for?
Have they said anything?
Xanthi and Marigold, did you say anything to Hayes about wanting to talk to their dad?
Can you talk to their dad? Can you let him know?
Yeah.
Knowing Marigold, she probably hasn't said anything to Hayes yet.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like probably not, because as much as she would want to know like what's going on and being curious, reading the room, this seems like not the time, so she's probably was trying to give plenty of time for them to have their talks, and he seemed really busy. So yeah, probably not.
No, what? No. No, I don't know. I can send you their way. Send them your way.
I mean,
I wish I knew.
See, kind of takes a deep breath, is like, well, I have time now. I don't know when I'll have time again. Will they be awake or upset if you wake them? Are they early risers?
He's usually an early riser. I have woken up a couple times to Xanthi on my bed.
Okay, well, that's
Waking
certainly
me up.
something. Oh, I see. Well, I mean, I have time now. Or perhaps we could just take a moment longer. Just hang out for a bit.
Yeah. If you need to catch up on any sleep, I can stand watch.
He says, no, that's all right. I think it's almost once you let yourself get some sleep, then that's all you want, so I might just keep pushing through. Bragic makes a mean drink that's real spicy. It's been helpful in really keeping me up. The chai Bragic makes chai.
I'm like, is my father surviving on no sleep fireball?
Yeah, no sleep and he's a mage. Come on, no sleep fireball.
That's so funny.
Yeah, we'll say. Is there any other kind of big things Hayes wanted to talk to Elias about, or just like that you want to RP, or just anything that you just want to bring up that maybe they're catching up over
Yeah, those are the only things that I like wrote down. The rest can be just like catching up, telling him like stuff that's been going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he lets you know that your sister started kind of interning at the campus. which you had just found out in a letter.
Hayes is so proud of her.
She's all grown up.
She's all grown up.
You kind of talk about generally, you share some things probably about what it was like being out of the forests of Lumen and into the big city vibes. Maybe any of your adventures so far, were-rats, crawling hands,
Dad from Old Haven asks about, like, oh, is this place still there?
Yeah. Asks about Tipsy Goat Tavern,
Sandwich specials.
Yeah. How are the what is it? Jacket potato flights?
Still going strong. Tells him about Marigold's the pairings.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's say you guys probably spend nice 30 minutes, 45 minutes catching up before Elias goes, well, before everyone converges on me and needs something, maybe we'll let your friends get first dibs on whatever they were going to ask questions about.
Yeah, I can go get them.
Oh, that's good. Yes, I'll stay here.
Yeah, stay here.
And he's gonna you walk off and he immediately knocks back leans against the forge, which is just starting to heat up. You expect your hiding spot will not last long, as someone will be coming to get wood pretty shortly to get the forge warmed up. But yeah, you can go retrieve.
Go get the friends.
Retrieve the friends.
Retrieve them.
So yeah, Hayes, do you quietly wake people up? Do you stomp on in? You're like, hey, nerds, you want to ask a question?
Hey, losers.
Hey, losers, you want to go learn some magic?
Quiet around the other tents for sure.
Yeah.
And then
I'd say probably a quarter of the other volunteers are starting to get up. You got some early risers with any group, and starting fires, getting warmed up as you make your way back to your tent.
Yeah. Who all wanted to talk? Was it just the girls, or was it everyone?
I mean, I'd love to be there too.
You might as well.
Okay,
I mean, you're all in the same tent, so the likelihood is you'll probably wake. Yeah. So yeah, Hayes wakes you all up.
If you guys wanted to talk to my dad at all, he's got some free time right now.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think much.
Great.
So yeah.
He can pencil you in from 6:47 to 6:52, so get going.
I thought you were gonna say 48.
Yeah. He's got 1 minute. But yeah, you all quickly throw on some clothes, get out your PJs.
Behind the forge.
Yeah, and head back behind the forge to spot a lightly snoozing Elias, kind of sitting on a stump with his head leaned back against the wooden wall or the stone wall of the forge.
Hayes almost doesn't want to wake him up.
But as you come closer, you kind of step on a twig and he immediately lurches forward and sees sees you all. It's like, oh, sorry, I was just resting my eyes.
Smile very sympathetically.
Yes. It's nice to see you all again. I don't know if we exactly did names. We might have, but I'm terribly sorry. I'm really kind of exhausted. Do you mind introducing yourselves again? I feel like I might know from some of the letters, but...
Happy to. My name is Teddy Lockhart. It's a pleasure to formally re-meet you.
Likewise.
No, I don't want to interrupt Xanthi.
The joys of online trying to speak.
She will enthusiastically shake his hand. Be like, my name is Xanthi.
Yes.
Elamere. It's nice to meet you, Hayes' dad.
You see, Hayes, that Elias gives a knowing look up, she wakes you up. I see now.
Marigold, after Xanthi does the handshake, she's gonna approach and say, "I'm Marigold Beck," and give him a very classic cold, clammy handshake.
The cold, clammy handshake. A classic.
It's back.
It's back. You see, he makes no face. He's stoic. A well-maintained facial expression, or he's just that tired that nothing phases him anymore. To be determined.
Or maybe he's the least judgmental man in the world.
Maybe, but he kind of has been. He didn't stand. It's got a little. Is it a bad leg or hip?
I don't think I specified.
I like hip.
I know why. I just haven't decided on where.
Yeah, we'll go hip.
Yeah.
So all that hinging, standing and sitting is not the best. So he stayed seated for the handshakes.
Oh.
He's what is he? He's not that old.
He's 65.
He's not that old. But yeah, as he looks at you all. I saw that you two were kind of asking around to the other mages here, and I'm assuming they pointed you in my direction, as they've tended to do for a lot of questions. So.
Yeah. So your message was a little sparse. So we were just kind of wondering what happened, and shouldn't the wards have stopped? She makes a vague gesture to the carnage.
I mean, we do know that the wards have been failing in general, and if you have any information about that.
Yes, the wards have been failing. It's something I've been, before this I was trying to speak to some of my colleagues along the Marat Society, some of the other lead observers, and it's we can't really pinpoint exactly how long it's been happening. Perhaps it does seem to be getting worse though, and I don't know, the wards are acting weird. It's almost as if there's some unexplained magical influence that has kind of come in. Some of these wards have been up for hundreds of years, and it's just now that it seems like there's another magic that's being woven into them, and in all purposes breaking them, but we're unsure why it is happening now.
I don't mean to interrupt, but in Old Haven, we've had a handful of jobs here and there. And one of them, there was another issue with wards where these light balls seemed to be eating or drawn to the magic. And again at commitment night, in which there were these strange hairless cat-looking things that seem to be attacking the wards as well. Is it possible that there's some sort of ecological explanation for it? Creatures that normally are under some sort of limited population that might be higher in number?
I'm gonna roll for Elias. I'm gonna roll for his arcane knowledge. 15, with probably a pretty high plus there. At least a +5, I would imagine, at his level. You see that he kind of takes a second to think, closes his eyes, thinks better of it, stares off to think, to not fall asleep. It's like, you said magical. Oh, Meg's gone.
No, I'm sorry, I was just turning on the AC because it's 1,000,000 degrees in my house right now.
You said a magic, a light, or what? It was a creature, or it was magic itself.
It seemed. Well, that's a great question. I'm thinking back above table, to the Pelt adventure. Did we ever figure out what those things were that were eating
above table? They were essentially like will-o-wisp vibes. So like beings of magic.
Would that be common enough knowledge to be able to?
No.
Okay.
I'd say you'd be like, they're magic. They looked like floating magic. It didn't talk to you.
It didn't seem to have breathing organs or any organs at all. Nothing biological. It seemed just purely magic.
And then,
second time, definitely alive and creatures, and they exploded when you hit them. If that is helpful information.
Yeah. They were like drawn to magic. They were like eating it or getting stronger from it. Something.
That sounds vaguely like a creature that used to be around a long time ago, but I've only seen it in old books from before the Planar Flood, when there was a lot more magic around. It's almost like, I don't know, just more magic is being infused in the world, and perhaps that is causing these wards to break, but I don't know who or what could cause that, and there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason about which wards are breaking, other than, well, ones that are after the Planar Flood.
When you say like old, do you mean like old, like Aeon of Mortals old?
You see, he kind of like raises an eyebrow, which I can't do, at your knowledge of history, and he goes, "Yes, that would be
old.
Before the flood." But something has changed within perhaps the past year? Maybe a little more.
Not to be crazy conspiracy theory, the rest of the party knows about Fate's Eye, right? Has Taze shared information that she got from Ara about that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was that letter was read out loud.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I think then Teddy might kind of cock his head a little bit. I'm not sure if the timing lines up, but have you noticed these changes happening in tangent with... He'll kind of look up even though there's trees in the way. The Fate's Eye star?
You see, again, now he kind of looks, Elias kind of looks and looks around a little bit. You all are quite knowledgeable for first years. Someone get that Tabaxi kid! He's found me! Yeah, just being told on by the cat. But
Fluffy, she followed us.
It's... I mean, yes and no. There's... The coincidence of what is happening within Lumen, it is something that does occur occasionally with Fate's Eye, but it has never been this prevalent. We're always aware and prepared for it. We always redo the wards, check the wards, and usually it's a minimal uptick in undead. Nothing that we're not unprepared for, being around Lumen anyway. So, really this time it's the wards failing that did us in. Well, that, and it seems they have a leader of sorts as well. Undead are easy enough to deal with when they're disorganized and chaotic, but given someone who can shape them and task them, it becomes way more dangerous.
Did you know Inquisitor Merrick before he went off the rails? Respectfully. Well, no, not really.
I wouldn't.
Caused a lot of problems.
The Inquisitors come through maybe a few times. I would never met him personally. It was not really my job. He would often be sent from Tratus as Inquisitor's just a very high level paladin of death. Usually they go out on their own and hunt down any undead that are causing issues, or investigate anything that is a bit strange, which, being Lumen, we have plenty of that, so we've seen our share of Inquisitors from time to time. They're usually pretty solitary, and if anyone would have met with him, it would have been Lady Narok. So, who you two from Lumen know, Lady Narok Vemeth is the head of. It has been the entire time, all 600 plus years that Lumen's been around.
She old.
Mm-hmm.
So, usually the Inquisitors are putting an end to undead instead of, creating a giant undead army.
Yes, they don't usually lead undead armies. Anything, they are in charge of other paladins if they really need a firepower, but they are very powerful on their own. I guess it was only a matter of time before one went, as you said, Teddy, off the rails.
What was her full name? Narok?
Lady, I don't know if I gave you her first name first or her last name. Hold on. Pause, please. I'm going to Lumen.
Thanks. Sorry to make you dig up the lore. I must have a thorough Wikipedia.
I must have the names. Let's see. Town leaders. We have Vemeth Narok. I'll put it in. Yeah.
Thank you. Is Lady Narok here at the lighthouse, or is she...
No, she's currently
elsewhere?
missing. It's possible she made it to the campus, as that's a little bit closer to the center, a little bit closer to actually town than here. The lighthouse is a little ways out from most of town.
What, did this happen, suddenly, or, how did it get so bad?
The undead?
Yeah.
Pretty suddenly. It happened within, I'd say, a few hours before we got the message out. We had an approximate time of when we thought something might happen, but then it became rapidly clear that they were spawning. I'm going with spawning because I can't think of another word right now. Within town limits, which the wards should have prevented. And then the sheer number was, again, more than we were expecting. So we were overrun within a matter of maybe an hour.
Have you heard of the Forsaken?
Jumping right into it.
Yeah, we kind of need to.
Yeah.
Roll well.
Sorry, Hayes. Hope you didn't want to keep your father in the dark.
No.
Has he heard of the Forsaken? Mm-hmm. Second. Let's see.
What kind of library books is this man
Yeah.
for?
He's running through his catalog of books he's read over his
Oh my
long life.
You were just saying he wasn't that old.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. You see, he kind of thinks and is like, there's a cat. No, I don't believe I have. Do you have any other information or anything else about this person? Entity?
I mean, I wouldn't have asked someone as accomplished as yourself if I had an idea.
I'm like, was that an insult?
I was trying to be complimentative, but she's also basically just being like, well, I mean,
No.
what would I know? Like, why would I be asking you if I knew everything?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's like, okay. It's like, no, sorry. I mean, perhaps once everything is back under control, I can see what books we might have at campus, but I haven't. That's not really my area, or maybe it is, and I'm just being neglectful of something I should know.
The inability to communicate with the outside, is that an effect of the wards, or something to do with the Inquisitor? By your best guess, I'm sure if you knew exactly what was causing it, it would have been dealt with already, but in terms of things to fix and to do, I imagine that's fairly high on the list of things to resolve.
Yes, as far as I can tell, well, now it is going to be nearly impossible, at least from here. I've had to amplify a lot of the wards to protect us from everything, so any messaging spells would be useless in here even on the best of times. But as for why, I mean, the current odd one out that we are not used to dealing with is Merrick, so he kind of stops and thinks for a second. Well, actually, in the past, when we've had this undead occurrence, sometimes people have reported hearing maybe whispers or other conversations in their spells, messaging spells. It didn't occur to me until now, but perhaps something is amplifying that, and I mean that a lot of conversations in your head when you're casting a spell could cause you to lose concentration, and I mean the results could be deadly, as I believe you have seen. He kind of like glances over at Hayes quickly and back to the rest of you. there anything else I can help you with?
I mean, obviously we are here to help you. And I know there's not much we can do to offer rest to you at this time, but is there anything that, in addition to our plans, presumably to go out and start rescuing people, is there anything that you would ask of us? Or just the volunteers in general?
I think you see, he kind of looks around. You all are very talented, obviously, and inquisitive. That is a great quality to have, but I would be careful who you share, especially from the Marat Society, the knowledge of the things you shared with me today. The Aeon of Mortals and Fate's Eye could get you in trouble should someone overhear you. So I hope you didn't say anything too loudly to my two fellow members of the Marat Society. They're still young and a bit impressionable, one might say. What did you all ask to them? Just stuff about wards?
Yeah.
Yep, just casual.
What's up with your words, man?
What's up with your wards, man? How your spells going, man? Yeah.
Yeah.
Super cash.
Yeah.
Super
yeah.
cash.
Yeah, for sure.
Nothing about the Ninth School of Magic.
And then they like unroll a little wanted poster from when Xanthi was real pissy inside the fucking Marat Society.
Asks out some scrolls and some good, like, where your good magic items at, and they got all
your magic items at.
They got pissy as Xanthi.
That's right. They
Xanthi's on watch list.
Yeah. They're pulling up a tablet with like a blinking like wanted fucking sign like Interpol.
Elias says, "Don't tell anyone else what you've told me. You could get in trouble." And Xanthi's like, "So don't tell them about the Ninth School of Magic."
Yeah.
Right.
That also a secret.
Xanthi like slowly puts the book back in her bag that she was gonna ask Elias about.
Dude reaching for it. Hand comes away. No, totally fine. Totally chill. Nothing secret. How do you feel about gods, though?
He's like, well, I'm not particularly religious myself, but I mean, everyone is, of course, entitled to their beliefs.
Any strong feelings about, like, a goddess of magic, perhaps?
You see he kind of cocks his head, and he stays silent for a lot longer than you would think for, like, a very casual question. Give me an insight check, Xanthi.
I'm at least checking before proselytizing this time.
Are you gonna proselytize?
I was gonna, but I rolled a 7. But I have a 7 for a 14.
14. At the most you can get is he is like kind of deep in thought right now. There are some calculations being run behind his eyes at the mention of a goddess of magic.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because he's Hayes' dad.
Mm-hmm.
So that automatically, relation to someone I like.
Sure, that's how that
they're
works.
a good guy.
Uh-huh.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
He's an ally.
Erwin, yes. Continue.
Good guy. Brother, relation, good guy.
Yeah.
The rest of them that I'm not related to, or that my friends are related to, we can't vouch for them.
Mm-hmm.
But direct blood relatives, beyond reproach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just saying she'd probably help, if y'all asked.
I assume you're... He kind of looks for like a holy symbol. You don't have one. He goes, I assume you're... Well, a follower?
Yep.
And don't take this the wrong way. Has your goddess, is this new? Recent?
I mean, she's been around for, a few years. Maybe longer, but she's getting stronger, so she could probably help.
Yes, that... A goddess of magic. You see he's kind of like talking to himself. A goddess of magic could be a new, unexplained magical influence that would affect wards that were made before her resurgence.
Oh, but no, I mean, she wouldn't. That's not. She like gestures again in the general chaos.
Yes, that could be a big problem for a lot of long-lasting spells that were crafted without consideration of a goddess of magic. I have some calculations to do. As he kind of like trails off, and you see him like starting to like move his cane on the ground, like doing like little thought exercises really quickly.
I feel like he's not gonna pray to my goddess.
I feel like you might be correct, Sandy.
Marigold speaks up and says,
"Oh, well, I mean, so far, everything that I've seen from the goddess of magic, she's very lovely.
Yeah.
I pray to her too. I'm just not a cleric, but I would say I am a follower, if that's the right term. Is that the term we're using?
Yes.
Okay.
She decides on the spot.
Yep. Okay. You see that?
I am a follower.
Right. Yes, no, I don't believe she is perhaps maliciously doing this. It's just magic. Right, well, another source, I guess one could say, is now competing for what is already contained and here.
Okay.
So I didn't learn this in school. I'm sorry, is there anything else you all might need, or I think I have some more things to consider.
Well, I mean, I don't think that you should worry about that. I'm sure that Xanthi can talk to her goddess and it'll be sorted out.
Oh, you speak with her.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
She talks to me in dreams now.
That does sound indeed like magic is about to get a little weirder around here. Definitely. Wow, okay. I mean, that's exciting, I guess. It's been a while. It's been, what, 45 years, I think, since the last goddess was reclaimed with Tamag. So...
Oh. She pats herself down. She's like, okay, maybe...
She'll pull out this holy symbol.
She pulls out a flyer that she had made.
Oh, wow, okay.
And she'll, just, give him a little propaganda flyer for the goddess of magic.
What does it say on it? Tell me about your propaganda flyer. No, you handed it to me. What's it say?
Oh my god, I did think about this at one point, but it's been a million years. Because I remember making them, and then she was gonna, joking, she was going to, stand in the square proselytizing in Old Haven.
Does it say that the Godcast is coming soon?
Wow.
That absolutely is going to be mentioned. Godcast comes in. Yeah, something like she's back! Exclamation point. And then like a little doodle, probably.
He's like opening it.
And then like the goddess of magic. And then there'll be, you know, a lot of kind of like doodles. And then like the Godcast coming soon to radio stations near you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see Elias like kind of folds it up and tucks it in his jacket. It's like, okay, well, that's...
I think Marigold's also gonna hand him a flyer for Typhoon Takedown. I feel like when Xanthi was making these flyers, she was like, "Oh well, if we're advertising the Godcast, I might as well just spread the word about Typhoon Takedown."
It's like,
not our marketing degrees.
Yeah. We're taking one of those online courses.
Yeah, an MLM scheme.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You see that?
Does my dad ever listen to Typhoon Takedown?
You know, he kind of opens it. He's like, "Oh, yeah, I know Typhoon Takedown. I've heard a few. You're related? No, hold on. That's beside. No, sorry. I need to focus. There's other things I need to be doing right now."
Another super fan. Collecting them.
He's got the Funko Pop of Essen.
Yes, there is a Funko Pop of Essen.
Yeah, but you see Elias goes, but, okay, well, no, I have a lot to consider. That knowledge, though, could help with the wards. Maybe I can do some things, make it less taxing. I need to go. Hayes, you know you're getting nothing from your dad. This is classic, like, got something on the brain. Yeah, something on the brain, and he's gonna be up for the next 2 days, just scribbling. Sorry, any last minute things? Well, it was very nice meeting you. Things are gonna get interesting around here.
Yep.
Hayes, he kind of like stands and gives you a hug. Whispers, stay safe. And then he quickly heads off towards probably the library area of the lighthouse to get some knowledge.
In the library.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wow. Fish found in water or in Marigold's hair, I guess. One of the two.
Fish found in inky hair.
Yeah, we could say that Lotus is there.
Hanging out.
She would have introduced Lotus as well.
Yeah. But yeah, well, as Elias heads off, you four are behind the forge with some new knowledge, perhaps.
Above the table, are we barking up some right-ish trees here?
What tree are you barking up?
You don't have to answer. I don't know. I'm just feeling like we're slowly putting pieces together about like the mysterious fate's eye and what that means for us all. So I'm like,
maybe I'd say you're around trees. You're in Lumen.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are around the trees.
Are they sentient trees?
No, only the shrubs are sentient.
Got
But
it.
yeah. Xanthi, how are you feeling about your goddess slander?
You know, I'm feeling discouraged because all of my proselytizing is just not going well. Like, I mean, to the mages, who I feel like should be a no-brainer. Mages, goddess of magic, like, I know historically, didn't end up that way, but it doesn't make a lot of sense to Xanthi. She's like, you love magic. She's the goddess of magic. I mean, why are we not on the same team here? But
Marigold's... Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just also she's not to blame for this. It's obviously the weird Forsaken-y business and the weird mergy stuff. Nothing to do with my goddess.
Not confirmed. Confirmed by lead abjurer Elias. Nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
He didn't have all the facts.
Right.
You know.
Not yet. That's why he's going to the library.
Yeah, to go find the facts.
True. Marigold will give Xanthi a pat on the shoulder and say, "Well, maybe when we, work on the podcast, then we'll have learned more and we'll be able to spread the truth, and then everyone will know."
Yeah, I guess. I just feel like I'm not being a very good cleric.
Well, I think you are. I mean, you got me as a follower, and you are spreading the word about her, and you know what? Maybe you just need to prove that it's not her fault. Not saying that I think that it is her fault, but maybe you can find evidence of what's going on that implicates someone else, and then they'll have to accept her.
Smoking gun. We don't have guns. No, we do. No.
Not anymore. There are guns in the past.
Well,
magic guns.
Yeah, maybe you're right. And you know what? I did read that it doesn't really require like a god or goddess's like strength, power. Doesn't require followers, just people to believe that they exist. So.
And it sounded to me like he definitely believes she exists.
That's true. So.
I think it was the flyer.
Did it? Yeah. Yeah, I did do it. Okay. That's right. Okay. That's a good point. Thanks. And thank you for being the second follower of the Goddess of Magic.
You're
I'm sure she'll reward you.
That would be really great.
Like, hey,
it's not like Marigold doesn't pray to her like every single night, like, "Hey, can I have pretty sparkly magic too?"
Yeah. Can my ink sparkle? Thank you.
Thank you.
Glittery
Twinkle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, wait, I know we have Xanthi Gold as the ship name, but Twinkle, but like ink capital? How do we feel about
Stop!
I love
Twinkle
Twinkle.
is so cute. That's really
for
good.
Very cute.
That can be your guys' like roomie nickname or whatever, even if it's not the ship. Like we got fucking fan, we got Twinkle.
You put it
I
like
thought it was
above
flower
the room.
power.
Yeah, but flower power is a thing. It's already a thing.
It's not
You're not a
y'all. Also,
placeholder.
that's not what you guys are. You're definitely Twinkle.
Oh yeah.
Don't emphasize the twink. Twinkle.
Twinkle.
Yeah,
The
get
two-
serious in there too.
Yeah, the two twinkiest women you'll ever meet. Whatever that looks like, I don't know. Not a thing. All right. Well, as you all are kind of hiding behind a forge, it's starting to get a little hot as the forge is gearing up for the day. I know we've done quite a bit of RP. Does anyone have any other kind of things over the course of the long rest, or we will kind of move to the end step of the long rest?
Probably just try to gather supplies.
Yeah.
I know my dad said, hey, if they've been used up, if they were any ever here.
Mhm.
But sometimes you do things that your dad doesn't say.
That's true, you know. Yeah, so
Look for supplies. Scavenge. And if there really are none, then be like, okay, well, there's this place in town and that place in town. Maybe we can hit those up.
Mhm. I mean, Xanthi was able to get, some of that silver dust. There's enough to get, like, kind of your basic, like, oh, you can have food and water. But I'd say we'll save some of the bigger
Shopping.
allocations of things or shopping until kind of the brief out of the mission that's going to be after the long rest.
Got it.
Because, let's be honest, they're not going to just leave, like, potions around. They're going to take them, they're going to take an inventory, and then they're going to dole them out.
Yeah. Whenever I say laying around, I don't mean literally
look,
laying
there's
around.
one on the banister. Wow.
That means a boss fight is coming.
Yeah, there's one right next
Yay!
to right next to
save
Xanthi's
point.
book. Yeah.
What do you mean
Xanthi's
it's
book
not
was holding
right
up
now?
But
I think the only thing from Marigold is like something that she's thinking about that I didn't mention earlier is I think, especially with the conversation you just had about Merrick, kind of like bringing him back to the forefront of her thoughts. She is a little, she is thinking a little bit about the inky appearance of Merrick some more. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well then, we'll say, we've been doing a lot of jumping around, but all of those things kind of culminated into your long rest. That means it's going to be currently 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe the 8th. You have 3 full days of rest. 1, 2, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to... No, it would be the morning of the 7th. You would be basically ready to go. And it seems like a lot of the other squads are as well. So, jumping around. Hold on. As we go into that final... or that next morning, your long rest, kind of almost over. Marigold.
Ah! What?
It's you. It's your turn.
Bad place?
Is it me, Jesus?
It's you.
Annie,
Yeah, you know what? Come on over. Go. Let's go to banishment. Yeah, so exciting.
No!
Bye.
Bad place.
Oh my god.
All right, I'm gonna maybe cut this out because I had it in my notes, and then I moved it in different places, and then I crossed it out where I thought it should have been. So if this does end up sounding familiar, you just had the dream a second time.
Oh my god, a reoccurring dream.
A reoccurring dream. But if it doesn't, this is your first time.
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. Marigold, as you finally settle in for sleep, you are racked by that same dream, or maybe nightmare, that has plagued you for the last week. Within moments of shutting your eyes, you again find yourself falling through an endless void, battered by unseen winds, haunted by a cacophony of screams and cries. But this time, just before you wake, that blurred, vaguely humanoid form that appears in the corner of your eye comes into focus, and with it, a memory. Gasping for air, you recall waking, feeling cold all around you as the damp grass soaks your back and neck. Crouching above you, the face of a human man, saying, "Hey, you're all right, I found you." Yelling off to the side, "She's over here." But as you stare up at his face, as he looks for someone, his skin melts away into the stony purple skin of a night elf. His upturned face distorts and glitches, revealing instead the grinning visage of Nendra, with a smile stretched uncannily. She looks as if she'll say something before the human man's face returns, and you wake with a start.
Yeah, no, that's new.
Okay.
What?
Yep.
Oh my god.
And
So,
we'll say,
do I have okay. So I don't recall this memory having happened before, or do I? Is it like a memory I have being distorted, or like something?
give
just
me,
out of nowhere?
I guess, history or insight or perception. I'll take any
Okay.
of those as you're trying to.
It will be insight because
Okay.
that is my best one.
You're insight checking yourself. You're doing
Oh
a little
my
head shoulders
God.
situation. What's happening? Good.
It's a nat one.
Wow. All right, nat 1. What's the better answer for a nat 1? It feels like you are remembering right after you kind of woke with your new form, or new as a kid.
Yeah, and have I had this memory, like, or have I remembered this before, or is this something like new?
This is new.
It feels new. Okay. Okay.
Yes. There you go.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, welcome back.
For the counter, Kate got a nat 1.
That's what I thought.
Tate, you've been the counter.
What
girly.
kind?
I am the counter. Oh my god! Wait, that's my job.
It was, and nat 1 insight. Definitely the best nat 1 to have.
Yay.
I love nat 1 insights.
Morgan hasn't been able to see your camera all night, Tate, and so Sarah and I were like describing every action you were doing and facial expression. So if it looked like we were mimicking you, we kind of were, but it wasn't in like a teasy way. It was just so
I mean, yeah, I did get that it was.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
But yeah, Marigold, as you kind of probably wake with a start in the early hours of the morning, kind of feel everything is fine. It's not wet. Well, I guess you're actually just kidding. The back of your neck is wet because it's your O is a little damp. It comes with the territory.
Yeah.
But as far as you can tell, everything is fine.
Okay. Cool. I think she's gonna rub the back of her neck. That's damp, but it's always damp, but like, I don't know. Is anyone else awake?
Would anyone be awake?
I'm gonna roll.
Have I finished reading my book?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I did get a natural 20, so I feel like
you could be awake. Yeah. Xanthi, I feel like you maybe 14. Probably not with a 14. Xanthi,
okay.
you have to you're not ever going to be finished with this book over this short rest or long rest, because it's like trying to read old English. Like, you know how to read English, but it's a headache. And it's talking about it's like old English textbook on physics. Like, there's a lot going on in here. You get one page every 30 minutes.
Oy.
So
Fair.
Yeah. So unless you were up reading it, in the early hours of the morning, no, you're getting some sleep. I'd say Teddy, you're the one who kind of maybe is sleeping closest, or whatever. Marigold kicks you and she jerks awake or something. I don't know. Tosses.
I think he kind of groggily is like, what? What?
Oh, it's fine. Just sleep stuff.
He kind of rubs his eyes a little bit, and
if anyone knows sleep stuff, it's Teddy.
Quietly as he
Oh
can, pushes himself up, thrown across the room, sleep stuff, or
well, I wasn't transported in my sleep to a memory that someone who wasn't me pre-divergent, and then I got attacked by a creature in my dream type of sleep stuff.
Fair enough. I'm glad for that. Can I make an insight check? I really know that Marigold is super deflecting right now, but I want to see if half asleep Teddy can parse out how is she feeling about these things?
Yeah.
14.
14.
If you feel like rolling.
Are you trying to be super deceptive, or are you just being kind of evasive?
I think she's being kind of evasive because Teddy is obviously sleepy and she doesn't want to bother him about it right now. It's more of that than being extra secretive.
Okay, so I'll say, Teddy, with a 14, you kind of gather that it's that vibe. Like, Marigold feels bad about waking you up. Although you can kind of see that it's possibly morning-ish outside. Again, time's hard to tell here, but it looks a little lighter than maybe when you went to sleep. So, could be morning adjacent.
Yeah. I think he'll kind of clock that and kind of give like a big like stretch and yawn quietly. And he's going to say
A performative yawn.
No, like an actual yawn. And I think that he will just kind of quietly as he can climb out of his bedroll and just say, I might take a walk if you would like to join me. We don't have to talk about anything, but
Sure, that sounds nice.
yeah. He's in his like little pajamas still. He doesn't want to like change
his
in the tent with
nightcap.
everybody else there, you know. Yeah. I don't think he would have brought his nightcap.
He doesn't. He wants to seem
definitely
cool.
has one.
Too.
He wants to be cool.
Bragic would tease him about it so bad.
Oh.
Like Big Brother bragging.
Yeah, he'd be like, "Oh, dumb head." But I think, yeah, like Teddy's a nature boy. He likes to be outside and meandering, and so I think that like this is probably pretty par the course for what their experience in Lumen has been, except for maybe that first day of waking up where he probably woke up and went right back to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that he's got a little like circuit that he likes to make, kind of around the lighthouse. He'll, you know, just kind of do his own little thing and let Marigold speak if she wants to, but he's not going to push anything if she'd rather just walk quietly.
Yeah, I think about like maybe halfway through the walk, like I think Marigold still seems very like uneasy, and isn't really enjoying because it's morning time. I imagine maybe there's some like dew on the grass or something, and is not really. She seems like uncomfortable, like walking in her all-terrain shoes, which
her
odd.
4-wheel drive Crocs.
4-wheel drive.
Excuse me, they're Tivas?
They're Tivas, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that makes them all-wheel drive because I feel like I've seen people put their Crocs into like 4-wheel mode, you know. But she'll like about halfway through the walk, she'll speak up and say, I don't know if this is a real thing or just a dream, but I'm not sure if seeing Nendra at the nightclub was the first time that I saw her.
You think you've seen her elsewhere?
Yes, but for some reason this is the first time I remember it. There was a person, and for a moment their face looked like Nendra's, but I mean then it would be Yin, and I don't really know. And it was a long time ago.
I think Marigold, like, saying this out loud, it's like sending her on like a train of thought of like, oh my god, like, has Yin/Nendra been showing up in my life periodically before now, and I haven't realized it because it's been not Nendra? It's been someone else? Like, how many times have I possibly interacted with her without even knowing?
Yeah, a time-traveling doppelganger is, could literally be anyone in your entire life.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot to have on your mind.
Yeah, it was... You know the dreams that I told you about? That I've been having with the void?
Yes.
Well, at the end, when I wake up, I see the blurry outline of a person, and this time that focused into this memory, and Nendra was in it. That person, for a moment, they started looking like a normal human, but just for a second, their face changed.
I know you said it was a long time ago, and if you don't wish to speak on when it seems you saw them, but, I mean, was it when you were home in Lumen, or when you lived in Old Haven? How long ago?
It was... Like, she kind of, like, grabs at her arm uncomfortably. It was when I was in Serenity's Roost. I think it was Nendra, maybe, who found me after it happened. But I don't remember that being how it was. I remember my uncle, Essen, he was carrying me and calling out to my mom and dad and Bojan and telling them that he found me.
I think... I don't want to say this in a way to minimize what you've seen. You know yourself better than I do, and you know your mind can do better than I do, but sometimes a dream can be a literal thing, and sometimes a dream can be something sort of in between. It's possible that Yin or Nendra or whoever it was there. It's also possible that if you've been having these dreams, that it's some sort of... In chess, sometimes...
What a nerd! I love him!
In chess, sometimes my father will say things or make certain faces or spend a lot of time eyeing a certain piece, trying to get me to take some sort of bait, usually. And again, I don't know if... I don't know, but it might be worth considering that this could just be the Forsaken trying to get into your head. And if that's the case, then I'm deeply sorry, but when we return to Old Haven, I can speak with Mr. Salehi, and I imagine he's very familiar with the realm of dreams and might be able to provide some insight.
I think I would really appreciate that. Yeah, maybe, I mean, it could just be a dream and not mean anything. I mean, that seems unlikely that you would have special dreams and then Xanthi would also get dreams from her goddess, and then, I mean, that would be kind of crazy if I was also getting special dreams.
Regardless of the source of it, if it's something that's been on your mind or if it's something bigger, if it's causing you distress, then I want to help you.
I appreciate that, Teddy. I think it's nothing. I mean, the dreams that have happened so far, I mean, yours could be related to being god-blooded, and Xanthi and Crusher get dreams from their gods, and the Forsaken's not a god, so it's probably just me being worried.
If you feel that change, you can always You can always bring it up. If you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. If you want to go for a walk, we can go for a walk. But also, if you just need space, that's okay too.
Thank you, Teddy.
I think, no, I can't do that. Part of me was like, it'd be so cute for Marigold to like take Teddy's hand and give it a squeeze.
You can do that. I hold my friends' hands all the time.
I know, but okay, I'll do it. Marigold will take Teddy's hand and give it a squeeze.
Aw, I'll give it a squeeze
Tender.
back.
Very cute. Unless any other comments, we'll say you've completed the lap around, and as you get back to your tent, you kind of heard as you were passing, there's basically murmurs and conversations that Honor has called for a meeting, a little 7 a.m. meeting in the dining hall. As you all
Is breakfast provided?
there'll be one donut each. You have to actually cut the donut in half and share with someone in traditional sense.
Hey,
Are
at least we
there-
get a donut though?
Are there lumen-shaped waffles?
Lumen-shaped waffles? What shape is
No,
that?
like the
Yeah.
waffles, but like, or maybe with the the seal of Lumen stamped on it. You know, the waffle
Oh,
crust.
yeah, there you go. Breaking out
Yeah,
the-
like how if you go to any hotel in Texas, they have a Texas-shaped waffle maker.
Well, that's Texas.
Yeah, that's Texas.
We'll say they're...
I feel
they're-
like if
Lumen
anyone
is
was to do
Texas.
that, Serenity's roast.
You
yeah.
know what? You're right.
Yes.
The Texas of
Breakfast-shaped waffles.
this world.
I feel like I'm offended for Xanthi.
Texas is great. Texas-shaped waffles.
Sorry, Texans.
No, they're actually circles, and it's just a moon, as in a full moon. That's the shape of the pancake.
Cute.
Wait, so it's already Lumen.
It's already lumen shaped.
I think Marigold's excited. She's like, I've had a Lumen-shaped waffle in so long.
Yeah. If you all want to pull up Owlbear and get in there, then we can jump into gather around this dining table. You see kind of, laid out and 2 knives in, classic, parchment across. You see, for those of you who are from here, a very obvious, pretty well rendered map of Lumen. For the rest of you, context clues, you assume it's Lumen. And you see that it seems to be most of the map shaded in red. You see a little, water off to the side, also shaded in red, and then this one green spot with a circle around it. And as Honor everyone quiets down, Honor kind of gets up and begins to speak to everyone and goes, well, thank you all for coming to the meeting. I'll try to keep it brief. Please hold any questions until the end. There will be a lot to discuss. So, as you can see here, from what little we could gather, all of Lumen is currently dealing with a lot of these undead. We have Inquisitor Merrick, who seems to be able to influence and control these undead, and a lot of civilians out there who do not know what's happening and are cut off from supplies. So, we're going to take this one sector at a time over the next few days until we can reclaim from south to north and get to the campus. The campus is probably the other most well equipped to deal with this, and I assume a lot of civilians made it there in time. But again, right now we can't confirm that. Starting today, we're going to send out search teams for this southern part. You see she points to that circle. This is referred to as Light Reach, for those of you who are from here. We're going to be sending you out in your squads. Your goal is to go out, provide aid to any civilians that you meet, destroy any undead, and get the word out that the lighthouse is safe from what is currently happening. After that, once we've swept through this area, we will take the right side of Lumen, followed by the left, and then finally make our way north. Expect this to take maybe 2 to 3 days until we reach the campus, but being methodical and ensuring that we do not end up with any teams that get surrounded by undead is the safest way to go. As you all are aware, another team won't be arriving for, at this point, at least a week, as long as they still stick to the current schedule. But of course, they haven't heard from us, which means they may or may not speed up their timeline, or they could possibly delay it. So I'd say we should operate as if we are the only ones who will be here for the city of Lumen. That's all I have for my talking points right now. Does anyone have any questions? You see a few people raise hands being like, yeah, I have a question. And they're just asking like, so can you go over the plan again? And then she's like, yeah, classic.
Don't disrespect honor like that.
And she's like, and she gives a quick overview again. And she's like, any, perhaps, other questions that might help all of us? Yes, Teddy, then Marigold.
The circle of water, is that what you said it was?
Yes.
Is that involved with the right quadrant, or is that its own excursion?
We'll treat that as involved with the right. That is the deep. It's, for all intents and purposes, there probably shouldn't be too many civilians over there, but there's a possibility that it could hold a rather nasty amount of undead that could charge into the city at any time. So it will still be important to at least scout it out. Marigold, yes?
How are you going to decide what teams go where?
So as of right now, it's all teams for every quadrant. You'll be able to talk to each other or spread out as you want. You could team up with another squad if you think it's necessary, if you're expecting a lot of issues. I know there are quite a few people here, including on your squad, who are familiar with Lumen and perhaps any areas that are, at best of times, unusual. And you remember that Honor is also from Lumen, so she knows. Girly knows the weird spots in Lumen where everyone's like, that alleyway, just like, don't go over there. It's kind of creepy at the sunniest times. But
I have a question for the DM.
Oh yeah, Honor's like, yeah, hold on, DM. There's a question for you.
God?
Honor breaks the fourth wall.
Hi. So I know I told you what neighborhoods I thought Marigold might be from in Lumen, or have lived in Lumen. What quadrant is it in?
I feel like that's...
For order of operations, I want to know if we're going to end up traipsing through her neighborhood.
I think you said they were around the campus, right?
Yeah.
So I think that would technically be like the north, so the last one to go through. Okay. Unless they were on any of the other ones, yeah.
No, my dad, he's gonna be dead.
He's probably, no, they said that it's well equipped.
He's probably at the campus. Was he just chilling out at home?
Yeah,
sleeping?
He's probably at the campus. No, I think he's at the campus. Marigold also thinks he's at the campus.
Yeah.
But really, he's in the the tornado shelter that Essen probably built into their backyard. Not recreationally. Like there aren't going to be tornadoes coming through here, but he just wanted to build one for their backyard.
He felt bored.
He got bored one day, and now they have a tornado shelter.
So you see, there's a few more questions about supplies, and you hear Honor states, as for right now, of course, if you find anything that can be of aid while we're defending Lumen, take it. You can always return it later, but if there's anything that can protect you while you're out there, you have authorization as part of this task force. Each squad will be getting 1 greater healing potion. It's about all we can afford to send, and we will figure out and divvy out any of the diamonds for Revivify as we see the situation unfolding. I do expect that we will most likely need them as we get closer to the campus, or perhaps if we figure out where Merrick is holed up and we can deal with him. But, any other questions? You see, like, some people shuffle. Oh, yep, Teddy. Teddy's the one who's going to make this meeting run long. Classic.
I'm sorry, I just want to know the details. I know that magic used to communicate with others is off the table right now. Does that cover things like scrying? Do we have any way of finding Merrick? That seems a large wild card to leave up to chance.
Unfortunately, as of right now, I think 1, scrying could be dangerous, and 2, as an individual that is pretty well versed with divination magic, I think he probably would have protections against scrying to begin with. So it's not worth the risk right now. The best we can hope for is that the undead that he's controlling are not going to be masking his presence, or perhaps we can figure out if they're acting differently if he's in the area. So it's all a bit of a investigation right now. Yep, you guys are really living up to your name of the fucking class nerds. Still.
Yeah.
Yep.
If we are in the field and we do happen to come across Merrick, is there any particular directive for what you would like us to do in that situation?
Do not engage. Fall back and let someone know where you saw him. Gather allies. Don't want to lose another squad.
Oh well, that was not Marigold's first thought.
Well, you should have asked. Right? You shouldn't have asked.
I thought we were gonna get the green light. Yeah, attack on sight.
Yeah, attack the person who just raised dead 3 of her charges. Yeah, Honor's feeling real good about that one.
6 of them.
6 of them, yeah. Just add more to the undead army. But yeah.
Man, that would be crazy if Marigold's ability was like, wait, there is I don't remember what class it is that like lets you bring back people that die near you. Which one is that?
That is Sports Druid.
Oh! Okay. Well,
it's a higher level thing. Like I have Animate Dead, but that's different from like there is I think it's like a level 14 or something. Oh, look it up.
Yeah.
Well, I can see why the Forsaken likes Teddy so much.
I don't want me to. Don't pick me.
Hey, no, I already got picked by the Forsaken, okay?
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with it.
I am his child.
No, it's level 6.
And he's not gonna come in and take him from me.
But yeah, as the meeting starts to come to an end, Braggic's got a big container of greater healing potions. One of you can go up and grab one. And, yep, mark it down that you have a greater healing potion. And everyone starts to kind of like eat their pancake and file out to get ready to go out into Lumen. And
I'm so excited.
And I think that is where we'll end tonight's session. With next session out into the great unknown, beyond the ward.
Yay, exciting.
Very nice.
it was such a good